Show the audience. Hello.
Question and answer session.
Same thing I asked in the first one. I said, is it going to be a Q&A?
96. This is the average number of Americans who die daily due to gun violence. 35,141. This is the number of Americans who die on average per year due to gun violence. So to put that in perspective, we're pretty much losing a small city of people per year due to gun violence. So if those numbers don't alarm you at all, then I don't know what will, but we clearly have a problem in America and it clearly needs to change. So school shootings, police brutalities, gang violence, and suicide are the big four that pretty much make up the shootings in America. A surprising statistic is that America only makes up about 4% of the world's population, but we nearly own almost half of civilian-owned guns in the entire world. So if such a small portion of the world's population is owning such a large percentage of the guns, then that clearly means we have too many guns in circulation going around in our society. And yeah, that's all for that. So my proposed solution is that we vote for stricter gun laws like those of Canada. In Canada, it's harder for people to obtain guns. And of course, this is not going to be a solution that's going to wipe out every single gun in the street, because that would be a fairy tale solution. But I think that if we get stricter gun laws, it'll make it harder for people to be able to obtain guns in the future. And then down the line, we'll see numbers of people having firearms start to decrease over and over. And then also mental health issues. This is something that's really big and overlooked in gun violence. People who commit suicide or people in school shootings, and many police officers clearly have mental health issues. When they get interviewed after the fact, you can tell that there's something going on in their life, and people need to address the situation of mental health, because if we can be more educated on the situation and be able to combat it more, then maybe we can stop people from resorting to gun violence as their solution or way out. So school shootings, there have already been 23 school shootings in 2018, and let it be known there's only been 25 weeks in 2018, so we're almost averaging a school shooting per week in 2018. So it's becoming way too common. It's becoming the norm, and it's really sad to see parents are terrified to send their kids to public schools. They fear that their students may not be in the best hands, because I mean, we see a school shooting on the news every single day, it seems like. So many parents are really scared to send their kids to school. People say arming teachers is the way, but that to me is not a good idea. One, teacher's not trained to, wield guns, and who knows, a teacher having a bad day, if they have a gun, they might turn into the school shooter. So we don't need to keep arming more people. That's not going to help. But I have a little clip that shows you just how common that school shootings have become. How does it sound up?
Canada body multitude.
No, there wasn't.
Was there a part of you that was like, this isn't real, this would not happen in my school?
No, there wasn't.
Why so?
It's been happening everywhere. I've always kind of felt like eventually it was going to happen here too. So, I don't know. I wasn't surprised, I was just scared. Well, I really just wanted to leave, but I thought it better to stay and just hide with everybody else.
So yeah, that was a girl getting interviewed after a school shooting that happened at her school, and she said she wasn't surprised and that she felt like it would happen at her school eventually. So that should go to show you just how common it's becoming in school. So police brutalities. In 2018, 446 people have died from police shootings, and some of these are warranted because they may have a firearm on them, but as we know, many of these are unwarranted, and a lot of unarmed people are dying due to police brutalities. And in fact, black men are 3 times as likely to be shot and killed by police than a white male. So stricter gun laws are not going to affect the police. So what are we going to do about this? That's a problem that we really have to think about as a society. So that might tie into the mental health issue aspect as well of us, educating our police, hopefully, and maybe that'll help dwindle down, but that goes way beyond the scope of this. Gang violence, almost all gun-related homicides are related to a gang in some way or form. So making, like I said, stricter laws on guns may help this out. Of course, people have their black markets and guns are going to stay in circulation, but having stricter laws will make it harder for people in gangs who are really becoming like younger people to be able to obtain a gun. And hopefully in the future, again, these numbers will drop. And then suicide. So this is an alarming number, but 60% of gun-related deaths are suicides. So this really deals with the mental health issues that I was speaking about. So we really need to educate our society on mental health issues, the signs of being able to help somebody who's going through mental health issues. We just have to be better with this because 60%, that is an alarming number, and we're losing so many people every single year due to suicides, and 60% of them are with a gun. So we clearly need to address this, and we clearly need to be better. So in conclusion, as I said, America, we're a great country. We dub ourselves the best country in the world, but if we're going to be the best country in the world, we can't have such an epidemic like we have right now with our gun violence and our numbers. So we clearly need to make a change, and I believe that we all need to go vote for stronger gun laws, and we all need to be advocates for better mental health education and knowing the signs of mental health issues. I feel as though if we do that as a whole in society, then over time, because this is not some magical solutions that's going to solve it immediately, but over time we will see a solution and we will see better statistics. So yeah, thank you.